times in a row. Oops, that was a bad transition, you guys. 3 times in a row, I'm leaving the parking lot, and there's another car on the opposite side driving down. It's the same time, and we both kind of come to the it bottlenecks into the exit, and so we're both kind of coming together at the same time, trying to get out of the parking lot. 3 times, 3 days in a row, it's happened. 3 different cars. Welcome everybody to the Drive Home Show. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, Drive Home Show. Wait, that's not how that goes. It is Friday. It's July. July 12th, I think. Feeling a little melancholy today, and I don't really know why. Just sitting there at work, doing some working and stuff, and watching some videos about some guys open some baseball cards and stuff, and I don't know. I don't really know why. So I'm gonna try to overcome that and bring you a good drive home show for today. It's 3:56. She's got tricks, my 3:56. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. 3:56. That's right. I left a little bit early. There's nothing going on. I was actually working. I can't really talk about work because we don't discuss work on the Drive Home Show. That's one of the rules of the Drive Home Show. We can say something that maybe happened at work, but we don't talk about work. And the thing that I was gonna say, that was definitely work. So whatever. Twins are back in action today. Maybe that's the reason for my melancholy mood or whatever. Haven't had any baseball for 4 days. Okay. Returning on to Tamarack. We discovered an issue with some of these old drive home shows. The one I listened to this morning, it was from April 30th, I think. I think so. What I have been doing lately is, like, if I usually don't finish like a whole drive home show when I listen to one in the morning, because obviously I get to work quicker in the morning than I get home. Okay, we're gonna merging onto the freeway here. Hang on while we merge, everybody. Hang on. I'm gonna try to go back in behind these dudes because it seemed to be more effective to do that. Hang on, guys. All right, we're merged now. Right 2 lanes east. Right 2 lanes. Oh, so they got 2 lanes going now, huh? Oh, there's a car with no tire. So on the eastbound lanes going into Wisconsin, they got 2 lanes, but then the 2 lanes merge into one, so still causes a backup. Okay, rewind, what was I saying? Okay, so I've been, in the mornings when I listen to an old drive home show, and I kind of listen to them in sequence, right? But my drive home takes longer than my drive into work, so there's always a few minutes hanging on at the end of the drive home show that it never gets listened to, and those minutes are just as important as all the other minutes. So I started like picking up where I left off, so I'll kind of be listening to 2 different shows in the morning now. And what I like to do is, when I'm going into work, I kind of imagine where the Scott is going the other direction on the freeway. So usually we cross towards the end because I'm listening to the end of the show. But then I start a new show the next day, and so then we cross again towards the beginning of the show. So I'm crossing the phantom invisible Scott from the past twice every morning. But anyway, the thing I discovered this morning is I was listening to, I think it's April. It's both start with an A. August and April both start with an A. April 30th show. And I get so far to the end, or maybe it was the 29th. I don't know. I get to the end, I go to the grocery store. There's still like 14 minutes left in the show, but it just stops. So what happened was I went into the store and I came back to resume the Drive Home show after I went to the store, and I probably said 14 minutes of cool stuff, but somehow it's not accessible. Maybe it happened with the phone switch, because I don't know why I can't hear it, but it just stops. And I actually went 3 times, tried to listen to it this morning, and it's not there. It shows like there's 11, 12, 30, 14 minutes left, but it just stops. And I even went in to edit it to try to see, and there is nothing. There's nothing after that, but it still shows like 14 more minutes of show. So I don't know. When I got a new phone recently, and all the stuff switched over. Maybe something happened at that point in time, but it was like the addition. It was the stuff that was added on after I paused or stopped or whatever. That's like the second time. Excuse me while I yawn. So like the second time. 402. She's tied my shoe. My 402. Giddy up, 402. That doesn't work. She's real cool. My 402. Anyway. This could be a world record fast drive home. We're going to get to the Pine Springs Matamidi curve in world records time. We're going to get to freeway time sign, world record time. That's barring that we don't have any slowdowns. I'm subconsciously watching the cars around me. I don't like getting past. Slow down. Sweet talking woman. Slow down. You got. Oops. I thought the volume was all the way down on the stereo. Video, stereo. Okay, we're coming up to the Pine Springs Matamidi curve, everybody. It's just like that. We're already in the Pine Springs Matamidi curve. It's like we just started. I haven't even really said anything, really. And we're up to the Pine Springs Matamidi curve already. 403. She's got a P, my 403. You heard the couple lumps. Giddy up, 403. It's a nice day outside, sunny, 80 degrees. And on the muggy side, 64 dew point. Dew point is 64. That's in the muggy range. Yesterday the dew point was 50. That's just at the very bottom of the humid range. And I wanted to go running yesterday, which I did. I'm going to tell you about that. I guess we could just talk about it right now. I've been dealing with some hip or joint pain. It's on the right side as opposed to the left side, which has been previous years. But it's just a little bit uncomfortable or nagging, and it kind of affects how I run. Well, I gave it a couple of days of rest, as you know, if you're a regular listener. So yesterday I went and bought some Asper cream. If you listened to yesterday's show, you heard that. And and applied the Asper cream, and I hadn't really felt any back pain. That's a separate issue. The back pain, the sharp pain in the back, is different than the nagging joint pain, although they're both in the same general area. But anyway, I applied the Asper cream and got dressed, went out to run. I did actually pretty good for the first mile, and I think I did 7 miles per hour for the first mile, and then I got my goal was to just not stop. That was what my goal was, but it was like 85 degrees. Even though it wasn't muggy or humid, it was still 85 is still pretty hot, you guys. And so I got to like a mile. I was just gonna not stop. I got to like a mile and a fourth, almost a mile and a half, and I was just like, I hit a spot where there's no shade. It just felt really hot, and I just stopped. And I stood in place because my run keeper has like the auto pause. If you're not moving, it will automatically pause your time, and so that's what I wanted it to do. So I just stopped and stood in the same spot, which made me feel even hotter. But as soon as I did that I was pretty much done, because it was so hard to get back going again. It's like you're all stiff. Your joints are all stiff again, and you got to try to, loosen them up. So I stopped, I think, a total of 2 times. I used the auto pause for both times, and the overall average speed was 6.64. But I really felt like the second half of the run I was really dragging. I really kind of ran out of gas. I didn't have anything left in the tank. And the joint, I don't even know what to accurately say. A joint, it's not pain, it's just discomfort, I guess. Makes it hard to run. So I ran slower it was a full lap around the pond, and then that last home stretch. So that was all without not stopping, but I was going much slower. It felt like I was going much slower. There's a chopper. Remember those? We used to call those motorcycles choppers. That's what that motorcycle is that you heard pass us. 409, she's real fine, my 409. Giddy up, 409. It's 82 degrees. We're on the 694-35E Commons area, where the 2 freeways join together to form this mega freeway. It's just a ginormous mega freeway, 5 lanes of traffic. It's unbelievable, unbelievably wide. Just for a small quarter-mile stretch, the 2 freeways join together to make this one ginormous mega freeway. And we're on it right now, and we're about to branch off. But it's 409, and we're already there. We're already here. That's how far ahead of the game we are. Far ahead of schedule. I think my time on the 3 miles was 27. Well, it was 27:09, but it said 3.01 miles, so it didn't tell me in 3.00 miles. And so I gave myself 7 seconds for that 0.01 of a mile, which is probably about accurate. But I did it. Today I felt really sore. The joints are sore. I've been taking the fish oil pills to try to help with that. I don't know what else to tell you. Twins. I'm excited about having the Twins play again. Playing Cleveland. It's going to be what is that guy's name? Clevenger? Is it Clevenger? Against Kyle Gibson. 4 and his ERA is like 4.0 something. And that's pretty good. You know what? Jose Barrios is 8-5. So, you know, Kyle Gibson is better than Jose Barrios at this time. He has some stretches where he pitches really good, and then he has some when he's not so good. I think he and Gibson and Barrios are right up at the top in blown leads. Barrios is first with 10. I think Gibson is probably 7 or 8. I'm not sure. But I hope we can win today. I hope Eddie Rosario is back. I hope CJ Crone is back. I hope. Who else was like? Oh, Odorizzi. I hope Odorizzi is back. Hope everybody's back and healthy, but we'll see. I haven't heard anything. I tried to look it up. Didn't really see. Freeway time to 35W. 5 minutes and 12 minutes. It's 4:20. No, it's 4:12. 4:12? Are you kidding me? Oh, the gas light just came on. 389 miles, 389.2 miles on the miles on meter, and our gas light came on. That's kind of low. We should be in the 400s before that comes on. We could stop and go get some gas at the Four Corners. Might as well, right? So our target time is 4:17 to get to 35W. People are like flying around on the freeway, thinking that they own the road, I guess. I don't know. They're not realizing there's going to be a slowdown right up here. There it is, right at Snelling. All the brake lights coming on. All the brake lights coming on. I'm keeping my eye on this Chevy Cruze. And then there's an Oldsmobile Alero that went flying by. Trying to find those. They both kind of cut back into the left lane. And I'm not going to worry about those peoples anymore. The show I listened to this morning was talking about some Dick Clark game shows or something. Here's a funny thing. You know, I always talk about there's coincidence from the shows that I listen to in the morning, and then something else happens and whatever, and there's always like coincidences. Well, today's coincidence was this morning's show. I talked about Dick Clark game shows. I talked about challengers and winning lines or something. I didn't talk about pyramid, and talked about, anyways, game shows was kind of the topic, the theme. So then what happens? On the Facebook memories, 1 year ago today on Facebook memories, I said, who's your favorite game show host? And it got like a whole bunch of comments. It got like many comments, and somebody said, well, Bob Barker's mine. And then I would say an interesting fact about Bob Barker, and then somebody would say Bill Cullen is mine, and I would say an interesting fact about Bill Cullen. And then somebody said, Chuck Woolery's mine. And I would say, I'm glad you said that, because Chuck Woolery's my favorite too. Scrabble's the all-time best game show ever. And I would list Chuck Woolery was the first host of Wheel of Fortune. A lot of people don't know that. He also hosted Lingo and Greed and Love Connection, which is not really a game show, but some people consider it to be a game show. Blah, 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 blah. And so then I thought, oh, that's probably why I posted it on Facebook a year ago, because I talked about it on the Drive Home show. But no, it's not the same day. It was like April 30th, not a year ago. So I was confused, but there was still the coincidence of game show posting and the game show host. The game show Drive Home show, and then the posting on Facebook about game show hosts, things like that. But I tried to comment on it today, and I commented on it because I wanted it to reappear in my news feed or whatever they call that, so that people could see all the previous comments and they could make new comments. But nobody even said anything. There's nothing. So hey, we just crossed over 35W. What is it? 417. We made it. Everybody. I was just gonna head straight all the way to university, but if we're gonna go get gas at the Four Corners, then we should get off on Silver Lake Road. I almost forgot about that already. We're up to 392 on the mile-o-meter. We'll just get off on the Silver Lake Road and go down, get gas at the Four Corners. Do something like that. Twins resumed at play today, playing the Cleveland Indians. Game time's going to be an hour earlier, 6 o'clock start, because we're in the East time zone. There's a van coming on from Long Lake Road, is acting like they have the right to just butt their nose in front of me. And like, no, you better fall back. Flat tires, car with a flat tire off the side of the road. They just abandoned their car, just left it there. And it was marked by the highway patrol or somebody, with the red marker that they write on the windshield with and stuff. Silver Lake Road, getting off on Silver Lake Road now, you guys. Tomorrow, there's that Cruze, the Chevy Cruze that went flying by me all fast and then cutting in front of cars. Seems like that really worked well for them. It got them all 1 second ahead. Some people just drive like that. They're just morons. They can't not do it. So, you just gotta allow for those kind of people. Just let it bounce off of you. Don't take it personal, like. What was I gonna say? Okay, we're coming down the Silver Lake Road. There was something definitely I was gonna say, and I can't remember it now. Was it about the Chevy Cruze? I think it was about the Chevy Cruze. Because there's a video I watched by this guy who's a mechanic, and he said cars that you should not get. These are the cars you should not get if you want no problems before 100,000 miles. In other words, these are the cars that won't make it to 100,000 miles before having problems. The Chevy Cruze was one of them. The other main, I don't know if he went in order or if he just randomly said them, but the two that I remember him making a big deal about was the Chevy Cruze and the Nissan Altima. He said the old Nissan Altimas were good, but the later model ones now, the newer ones, are not good. They have transmission problems and head gasket problems and whatnot. But he also said Chevy Cruze had problems. He did not mention Honda, which is what I have. Did not mention Kia. Why do I do that? That's like seems to be my go-to tune. I heard that in several previous drive home shows. It's I don't know if it's specific to Fat Albert, but remember in the Saturday morning cartoons, and they'd go to commercial, and they would play like they show a little screen, and they'd play a little tune. That's what it was. I remember it being on Fat Albert. Like, we'll be right back after these messages or whatever. And so when I can't think of something to say or whatever, or there's a pause, and I'll just sing that. I'll just pick that song at random. It's funny. It's funny, you guys. .422. I got the record. Scott, is that on the record? Play a different song. No, that sounded dumb, my bad. Okay, returning on to Mississippi. Oh, this weekend we got... I can't see if there's cars coming. I cannot see if there's cars coming. There's a car blocking me. Okay, we're good. We turn. This weekend is the church picnic. Free vacuums. What the? Free vacuums. Epiphany church picnic. Bring a side dish. Bring a chair. There will be some chairs, but not enough for everyone. So bring your own chair. They will bring the meat and the grill and the food, the meat foods, but you bring a side dish to share with everybody. I don't know. I hope. Well, it's too late. It's not going to be in time. But I ordered a. I'm just gonna call it a stabilizer stick it's for my phone for doing videos. Okay. It's like a selfie stick, but it has an extension, and then I think there are buttons on the stick where you can touch and you can zoom in, or you could rotate it. I don't know. I haven't gotten it yet. I ordered it. But I'm kind of anxious to start doing videos with that. There's Mr. Pickup truck backing into the street from the Four Corners parking lot. It's backing into the street. Okay, there's a cotton picking car is blocking the gas pump. Instead of pulling up to the most open pump, he's pulled up to the first one and he's blocking people from getting to the second one. Okay, so we're here. I'm gonna give you guys some music to listen to. 396 on the mileometer. I'm gonna reset it right now. I'm gonna fill it up. Could you hear all the beeping and stuff? Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. Could you hear all the beeping and stuff? Everybody else pays $2.54 a gallon. for gas these days. But not me. I'm paying $2.04 because I'm using my debit card from Firefly Credit Union. I get a 50-cent per gallon discount at this gas station. That's why I come here. Don't bring me down. That's a 70. Turn your basses down, guys. I thought Don't Bring Me Down was the 80s song, but it's on the 70s channel. I felt in my pocket. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Oh, my phone is missing. It's sticking up on the windshield. I'm talking into it right now. Dun, dun. Did it stop? It's still okay. It stopped now. Hang on. I'll turn you guys' music back on.
Always wanted to be a Beatle. Serious XL70s on 7. Alone in that heat. I know that you have your way. Do you have to go home? No is a word I can't say. If it gets me nowhere, to tell you no. If it gets me nowhere, to make it go. With a little more love, it goes. I'll be tempted. With a little more love, bring a happy ending. With a little more love, make it right. With a little more love, make it right. Go. I was young, I know.
I don't know the words or anything.
I'm trapped in the stare of your eyes, in the warmth of your heart,
In the warmth of your arms.
in the web of your life. But if it gets me nowhere, to tell you no. If it gets me nowhere, to make it no. Put a little more love, make you so protected. Put a little more love, bring a happy ending. Put a little more love, make it right. Put a little more love, make it right. Gets me nowhere. Tell you no, if it gets me nowhere, to make it go. Put a little more love, make you start pretending. Put a little more love, make a happy ending. Put a little more love, make it right. Put a little more love, make it right. Hey, it gets me nowhere. Tell you no. If it gets me nowhere, to make it go. Put a little more love, make it stop pretending. Put a little more love, make it happy ending. Put a little more love, make it right.
I'm all. Oh, Ryan started the fire. Ryan started the fire. It was always burning, it was always burning. Ryan started the fire. Anyway, okay. That was enough. That was enough musical interludes. It's 4:32 now. I'm probably not going to run today. My joints feel sore. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I might go walk. Because I only have like 1,000 steps today. See if this car hits the pothole. It's not a pothole, but it's a big divot. And yep, boom, they hit it. Boom, they hit it. It's like a manhole cover, but it sinks like 2 to 3 inches down in the ground. People hit that at the four-way stop. Boom, you can see it. Our whole car tip is the one end of the car falls into the hole. And since I know it's there at the four-way stop, I always drive to the left of this lane because it's on the right side of the lane. See, this is part of the show. This is the part that never gets heard because you're always at work by this time, and then you're shutting it off. You're shutting down Drive Home Show. So this part hardly ever gets heard. This is like just as important as all the other parts. Why do you never see like Dodge Omnis at the old car shows? 1980 Dodge Omni. Why did you ever see one of those? This car is like blasting their music super loud, as if we want to hear what your songs are. What do the people think that do that? You're gonna listen, you're gonna hear my song while I'm driving, and you're gonna go, oh, that's cool. That's such a cool song. I gotta try to drown that out. You swim in my palm when it's warm. A circle's a circular motion. Protect you and keep you from harm. You live in a world of illusion where everything's peaches and cream. You always just call the conclusion that we spend our time in a dream. Jungle love is driving me mad. It's making me crazy. Making me crazy. Oh, cute. Your exhaust stinks. It's driving me mad. It's making me crazy. That we're home. That's gonna be it for the Drive Home Show. Thanks for listening. Keep your feet in the ground. Keep reaching for the stars. Don't forget to drive home safe, everybody. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you. Not gonna be a Drive Home Show Monday. I'm working from home, so Tuesday. We'll see you Tuesday. Thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for listening. Oh, I gotta turn it off. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks.